So, welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of the Wayward Children series read, I guess. But yeah, this is going to be part 2 where I'm going to read the last 3 books. And I just finished Beneath the Sugar Sky. So, Beneath the Sugar Sky, it's probably the one that I have the least to say about. I wouldn't say it's my least favorite. I still rate it 5 stars. It's very much a building block book. I'm gonna have to see if this is the method that she uses, Shauna McGuire. But so the first book is a building block book in the series, Every Hard Doorway. The second book, Down Among the Sticks and Bones. Sorry, one second. Okay. The second book, Down Among the Sticks and Bones, is a prequel book that just describes a world. The third book is a building block book, so Beneath the Sugar Sky. The fourth book, In an Absent Dream, is another prequel book. So I'm curious to see if the fifth book, Come Tumbling Down, is another building block book. And whenever I say building block book, I mean like an underlying story explaining the worlds, how they interact. Not necessarily focusing on a singular doorway or a singular world, but focusing on how the worlds intermingle, how they work, how the students function outside of the worlds, like present day. They're present day books. And so this one's good. It has, I don't know if this is the proper term for it, but it has fat rep in it, which I don't know if it's good rep. I feel like it might be good rep, but I don't personally suffer from those kind of insecurities, where people are insecure, body image, all that. Like, there are a lot of fat rep, like body issue rep things in this book. Like that's about where the rep ends, actually. There's not a ton of added rep in here. It's just mostly the body issues rep, because the lead character is the primary narrator is somebody who suffers from body image issues, and which is a good rep. The worlds that are explained in here are some of the same from the other books. They're just more extrapolated upon, more explained. Words are hard, but they're further explained. Some of the characters are more fleshed out, which is great. There's not a ton that I can reveal about this one, because it would reveal a lot of spoilers about the first book. Because it ties in very strongly with the first book. Not at all with the second book, but it ties in a lot with the first book. Because this book series makes a lot of sense. Not at all. I really like it. I like how storytelling's done. She's really hitting her stride by this book about getting the storytelling, the different viewpoints. Just the writing tone in general is much more consistent in this. There is one thing that's really weird. In the first book, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna look it up, even though the first book's in the other room. In Every Heart a Doorway, I swear that it mentions that Eleanor is like 120 years old or something. And then in this book, it mentions she's 97. Now, I could be wrong. It could be, she might be 120. But I was a little bit bothered by that. I'm sure it's the first one said, she might as well be 120, but it's very bothered by that. Is a very petty bothered. But this is a 5-star for me. It takes some great turns. It gives us a lot more insight. into the Wayward Children world. And it's a great book. It's definitely not my favorite one. I'm really happy the next one that I get to read, which I was horrible, did not bring with me, is In an Absent Dream, which has like this really awesome tree on the cover. I'll show it in the next clip whenever I'm done reading it. But the next book is one of my favorites. This isn't even really a spoiler. It's about Lundy from the first book. It's a prequel about her world. And I personally love it so much. I have only read that one once. Like, I've only read this one once before today. But the first time that I read In an Absent Dream, it has to be one of my favorite books. I don't know if Come Tumbling Down will take its spot. We'll see what happens with Come Tumbling Down. But that was Beneath the Sugar Sky, so I have read 3 out of the 5 Wayward Children series books. And hopefully by tomorrow or the day after, it won't matter because you guys are going to get a clip right after this. But hopefully tomorrow, the day after, I will start and finish In an Absent Dream and be able to give some more of my thoughts on that. So yeah, see you guys then. Woo! Hey, so it's been a great day off, no training, no work, all that fancy stuff, and I've gotten a lot done productivity-wise. It's been great. I have also started and finished the 4th book of the Wayward Children series, In an Absent Dream, which I love. Like I said, up until I read the 5th book, still read it, so I can't say, but this is my favorite book in the Wayward Children series. I relate to it a lot. Without giving any spoilers, this is very much, it's about Lundy, who is a bookworm. Obvious relation there. And it's about rules. She goes to a world of logic. It's about dealing with those rules, learning fair value, which is the cosmic cost of something, and handling debts. So it's a lot about falling into debt, paying off the debt, learning what things are worth on a moral and cosmic sense, which is fantastic. There is, it also talks a little bit about growing up and having to choose between 2 different worlds. It talks about becoming an adult, and I just love a lot of things about this book. There are a lot of things about this book that I can't say because massive spoilers. There's not really a connection to the other books, though, which is great. It's very much a standalone, and I truly, truly love this book. If I were to go to a world, I don't know if I'd go to nonsense or logical world or something that's a mix. Because I really do love this. I don't think I could go to a fully high logic world, but this has hints of nonsense. But it has rules. It's very confusing and very fantastic, and one of my ultimate favorite books, and I love how it's written. I love the characters. I love the transformations that they undertake as the book goes on. Just like how the characters grow and progress. There are some things that I feel might be revealed about this world later on. I can't give spoilers, but I feel like this world might be tied to the overall story at some point in the series, and I would love if it was. I would love if this world was revisited. What I would really love is to get, it's a goblin market, and I would absolutely love if the goblin market was written about as like a history. I would love to have a history of the goblin market. I would love to even just have a whole thing about fair value. Just write a book about what fair value is. That'd be great. Write a book about the rules. Just write more about this world. I love this world so much. This is possibly one of my most favorite fictional worlds. not my favorite, but it's definitely the top 10. The Goblin Market is definitely in my top 10 fictional worlds, and it's something that if I had to choose, is one of my top 10 fictional worlds I would visit. Because it's just so cool, and the concept of fair value, cosmic value, morality value is really, really awesome to me, and I understand that I'm talking really fast, but that is how much I love this book. I love this book so much. Anyway, so either I've got to film some gaming videos, which my gaming channel is also just started out, and I have a lot more to figure out about that, but I'll link it down in the comments below. I need to film some videos for that later on today, and then I'm also going to go watch a movie. I think I'm going to go watch the new Blumhouse movie, Fantasy Island, and then tomorrow I'm probably going to watch Birds of Prey. I just resubscribed to the AMC A-list, which gets you 3 movies a week, which is awesome. But either later today or tomorrow, I am going to start and hopefully finish by tomorrow, Come Tumbling Down, which I have never read. I have no idea what it's about. And in case you hadn't realized by now, I don't really care to read book synopsises, especially not for books that are 200 pages. But I am ridiculously looking forward to it. If it's been like the other books, and it's following the same pattern, this is going to be a main storyline, not prequel book. So it's going to involve the characters from the first and second book, and Eleanor's school, which I'm looking forward to a lot. And whenever I have read that, I will check back in with you on my thoughts. And then we'll get a full wrap-up on... Oh yeah, by the way, very obviously I rated the 4th book 5 stars. I don't feel like I have to mention that, but I did. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to give my thoughts on this tomorrow and give a wrap-up on possibly one of my favorite book series ever. And I really wish that this hadn't just come out, because I'm going to be very sad whenever I ran out of the series again. So, I'll check back in whenever I've read this. Yay! Okay. Wow. So, it's after 11 p.m. I have finally finished Come Tumbling Down. I got caught up in work stuff, so it took me a while to finish. Ow! I just smacked myself in the nose. So, I really, really liked it. It is not one of my favorite ones. That still goes to the 4th one, which I can't remember the name of, but is Lundy's book. But I really liked it, and I was correct. It is not a prequel book, so it goes mainline story, prequel, mainline story, prequel, mainline story. Which this is like I wouldn't say mainline story, but interconnected stories set in quote-unquote present day. And I really liked it. I really did. I am really exhausted, so I'm not going to give my full thoughts on it. I will leave my full thoughts for, I guess, the wrap-up that I'm going to do tomorrow or the day after. But it was really awesome, and I enjoyed it. I'm going to try to do as spoiler-free as possible, and sorry for my hand moving. My cat just headbutted my arm. But, yeah. That's my cat's tail. Great. My cats don't know personal space. It's awesome. But, yeah. I really enjoyed it. I'm exhausted. Yeah, so whenever I film the wrap-up, it's going to be the end of this video. I will give my full thoughts on this book. I liked it. 5 stars. So, 5 stars for the entire series so far. Yay! Okay, bye. Hi, everybody. So, I'm back, and I'm going to do my wrap-up and also give my thoughts now that I'm awake on Come Tumbling Down, and get my wrap up for the Wayward Children series. Sorry about the shakiness. So, Come Tumbling Down, I really liked it. Like I said before, it is not one of my most favorite books. So it's 5 stars. So if I have any negatives, the negatives don't detract from 5 stars. The negatives are just in comparison to the other books. There's something about her main storyline books that I don't like as much as the prequels. I really enjoy how she makes a world. And if she doesn't, if it's not world building and story building, I just don't like it as much. I really enjoyed this. I did. It's 5 stars. But it's not as 5-starry as the other ones. Like, just because I loved it and I want to reread it multiple times doesn't mean I'm not gonna go like, this comparison, this wasn't my favorite thing. Like, I love sushi, but I love some sushis more than others. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna say, oh, I'm gonna dock this sushi, like, this type of fish 1 star because it's not my favorite. No, they're all awesome and I love them all. I just love some more than others. But yeah, there's not a lot about this that I can say without it being spoilers. And I want to try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. But just of the obvious, come tumbling down, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. And come tumbling down, Jack and Jill. And Jill came tumbling after. Jack fell down the hill and Jill came tumbling after, something like that. It's obviously part of the Jack and Jill rhyme. This is obviously about Jack and Jill. So it is obviously taking place in the same world as Down Among the Sticks and Bones. Because come tumbling down. So it's a continuation of the storyline that involves the Moors and Jack and Jill. Which, saying that, I realize this might be up there with a lot of people's favorite books because a lot of people really love Down Among the Sticks and Bones, which is the second one, and it's their favorite. It's not mine, but a lot of them truly love it. So I understand it. But, like I said, it's great. I can't say much more about it. I'm trying to think of things that won't be spoiler-filled, and I can't. Just the way that they take the story, the way that they take the characters, the fact that it still opens up for more story is great, and they still have so many characters that they haven't given prequels to, and she hasn't explored their worlds, which I can't wait for Worlds. I can't wait for Cade's prequel to come up, and to explore the Goblin Kingdom. What I really can't wait for, which I'm hoping is coming, is Eleanor's prequel. I want to know about Eleanor's world. Eleanor's world would be awesome. And I really hope that Lundy gets a main storyline entrance where maybe the kids go to her world, which would be great. Anyway, so there's that. I wanted to go ahead and rate them in my most favorite to least favorite. So, like I said, all of the Wayward Children books are 5 stars. They are amazing. I love them. The series is 5 stars for me. But we're going to start with least favorite and go to most. So, least favorite. I know it wasn't my least favorite, but it's a tie. This is really difficult. I want to say least favorite. Still awesome. But the ties are between the 2 main storyline books. So it's a tie between Beneath the Sugar Sky and Come Tumbling Down. This is really going to depend on my mood. Actually, yeah, I'm taking it back. Come Tumbling Down is my least favorite. It's just, like, it's a main storyline entrance. It's cool. Beneath the Sugar Sky is my second least favorite, so it's my 4th favorite. I'm just gonna say it's my 4th favorite. So Come Tumbling Down is my 5th favorite. Beneath the Sugar Sky is my 4th favorite because it also acts, and I don't want to give spoilers to this, it acts kind of like a prequel for one of the characters. It delves into a world that we haven't explored yet. It's really awesome. I really like that it delves into a world we haven't explored, so that has to be my 4th favorite. My 3rd favorite is Down Among the Sticks and Bones. I enjoy the prequel books. They're fantastic. I enjoy how she makes the world like this creepy horror film-esque. My 2nd favorite is going to have to be Every Heart a Doorway. It's a great kickoff to the series. The writing feels like she was trying to figure out how to do this for the first time. Which is not big reason why it's not my favorite. It's just very disjointed as opposed to the rest of the writing. Still fantastic. Way better writing than you'll read in most books. Way better story building than you'll read in most books. It's just she's figuring out the tone that she wants to use, so in comparison to the rest of the series, it doesn't fully fit in. And my favorite, that I've talked about 20 million times, is In an Absent Dream, which I love. I love this book, I love this book, I love this book. Please, if for some reason, Seanan McGuire, you watch this, please build upon this world. Build upon Lundy's world. Oh my god, I give it spin-offs. I don't care. Just build upon her world. So if for some ungodly reason you are watching this, please build upon this world. And yeah, that's all 5 of them in order. I'm not going to be using this as a screenshot. I just want to show you. But all 5 of them in order from away from me to towards me, because I don't know how that's going to flip-flop. It's still late. I'm tired. Yeah. Come Tumbling Down is still awesome. Still really liked it. 5 stars. But it's my least favorite / tied for least favorite, just because I love the world building in the prequels. And yeah, that's it. I have another awesome video in the works that I will be posting shortly after this one, the intro for it. And yeah, I can't wait until the next one comes out. The next Wayward Children book will probably be a while, considering Come Tumbling Down came out in January. Hopefully she releases one next January or sooner. That'd be awesome, but probably not. Anyway, like this video if you liked it. Comment down below if you've read these books, if you want to read these books, what your thoughts are about these books, and if you have any suggestions for books that you'd like for me to read in the future. And yeah, you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you later. Bye.